want you to think about your business right now. Busy schedule, constant estimates, always chasing the next lead. But is your bank account reflecting all that work? Or are you just running faster on the same hamster wheel? Here's what I see with contractors everywhere. They mistake being busy for being successful. Their calendars are full of low-margin jobs, clients who haggle over every dollar, projects that can barely cover expenses. Meanwhile, look at the top contractors in your area. They're not running more ads. They're not working twice as many hours. They're just working with different people. While you're chasing hundreds of leads, they're sitting down with decision makers. While you're competing against 5 other bidders, they're getting projects without bidding at all. The difference isn't better marketing. It's better relationships. Let's talk about what this lead chasing cycle costs you. There's the obvious stuff, thousands spent on ads, endless hours of estimates, time wasted on tire kickers, but the real costs run deeper. The stress of uncertainty, the frustration of competing on price, and the toll on your family life. Here's the brutal truth. The longer you stay in this cycle, the harder it becomes to break free. Because while you're chasing leads, your competitors are building relationships. While you're competing on price, they're becoming trusted advisors. The first step to breaking free is changing how you think about growth. It's not about more work. It's about the right work. It's not about being chosen. It's about doing the choosing. It's not about chasing leads. It's about building relationships. When you stop thinking like a vendor and start thinking like a partner, everything changes. You're no longer one of 5 bidders. You're the obvious choice. You're no longer selling a commodity. You're providing a solution. In business, perception is reality. When you're chasing leads, you're paying a low status game. You're just another option. But when you're building relationships, when you're sitting down with decision makers, you're playing a high status game. You're a trusted advisor. And here's what changes when your status changes. Price becomes less important. Quality becomes more important. Your expertise becomes valuable, and your time becomes respected. This isn't magic. This is business psychology. This is how relationships change the game. So how do we make this practical? It starts with getting in the right room with the right people at the right time. Instead of chasing 100 leads, you sit down with 5 decision makers. Instead of hoping someone chooses you, you choose who you want to work with. This is what we call pipeline control, and it's the system that transforms contractor businesses. Let me tell you about Eric. 3 crews to manage, quality workmanship, and he was always busy, but stuck in the same trap as everyone else. Every morning he'd check the leads, race to respond, and hope to win. And then one day he looked at his best clients, the ones who sent him work again and again, the ones who never asked about price, and he noticed something. None of them came from leads. None of them came from ads. They all came from relationships. And within 3 months of making this shift, Eric wasn't just booking better projects, he was booking them further in advance. His stress level went way down and his profits went up. This is why we created the Guaranteed Meeting System. Every month, you sit down with decision makers who can actually send you work, not leads, not prospects, real decision makers with real projects. Property managers looking for reliable contractors, custom home builders needing quality partners, commercial property owners planning improvements. These aren't cold calls, and these aren't tire kickers. These are curated connections. These are relationship opportunities. And when you're the only contractor in that room, everything changes. Your calendar becomes more predictable, your projects more profitable, and your stress level goes way down. So now you're at a crossroads. You can keep playing the lead game, keep chasing notifications, and keep competing on price. Or you can transform your approach and start building relationships, start controlling your pipeline. The question isn't whether this works. The question is whether you're ready. Because the pain of staying the same will eventually exceed the pain of change. Just because you can keep doing what you've always done doesn't mean you should. If you're ready to transform your business, if you're ready to stop chasing and start choosing, like this video. Subscribe for more contractor strategies and click the link in the description to learn more about guaranteed meetings. Your future self will thank you.